What if the biggest thing holding you back in your practice or in your growth as an entrepreneur isn't your clinical skills, isn't your marketing, isn't even your legal setup, but the fact that you're learning from people who don't actually operate at the intersection of all three? Or maybe it's that you know how to do it, but there's something in your head and your limiting beliefs that is holding you back. And these are the questions I keep coming back to. It's the reason that everything about this show is about to change. So stick around because in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly what's different, what's coming, and honestly, where I dropped the ball, I can use a piece of my own advice. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Scott Rattigan, founder of Functional Lawyer, co founder of Origins Incubator. And if you're a returning listener, you might notice things look a little bit different. New name, new cover art, same good looking host, of course, but the same person who also sat at the kitchen table with his wife trying to figure out how to start and make a functional medicine practice work. And without getting sideways with legal stuff or licensing boards. It's a short but important episode today because this podcast and YouTube show are officially changing names from the Junto to the Rattigan Roundtable. I don't want to just announce it. Let's explain why, what's actually changing, and what you can expect going forward because I think it matters and I owe you that. So, why the Junto? Well, when I first launched the show, the Junto felt like a natural fit. Benjamin Franklin convened a group of artisans and tradesmen in Philadelphia in the 1740s, and I thought it was such a cool idea. They challenged each other to think deeply, talk about books, philosophy, building something meaningful together, and how they could support each other in business. And that perfectly fit with my idea for the show because while I know a lot about legal, I'm not an expert in every field, right? So I wanted to bring in people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different expertise levels, so that we could all learn from each other. That spirit hasn't gone anywhere. But here's what I realized. Most people heard the Junto and had no idea what it meant. And a name that needs a history lesson probably isn't the best thing to do to try to build a show and a brand around. And on a trademark issue note, lots of other people had the same idea that I did. Pretty good name, thought it was clever, and then they started their own podcast with Junto as well. So the deeper issue is this podcast, this show has never been about one single thing. We talk about lots of things: law, medicine, business, systems thinking. And my most favorite part is the mindset that drives it all, things that hold us back, myself included, and things that will help move us forward when we can unlock them. So, some of the episodes coming up are going to be solo with me, breaking down a regulatory shift, a new law, a business framework, or where I have struggled personally. Other shows will be conversations with founders, physicians, and operators who are building real practices, real businesses, and doing so in a way that they had their own struggles too. The Rattigan Roundtable, the new name for the show, is going to capture that reality. So it's conversational, it's cross disciplinary, and it's anchored in how I actually show up. I love learning about other people, their journey, how they came to be where they are in the world, and how they are delivering value to other people. So whether it's through the lens of legal through Functional Lawyer, or whether it's through the lens of business at Origins Incubator, or whether we're learning from somebody else outside of our orbit, we're going to bring value to you, the listener, because I think it's interesting to learn about other people. So it's not just a name swap and a change, it's a signal. The show is changing. It's about pulling up a chair where everybody's welcome at the table and conversations actually matter. So you might be thinking, rename? I've never even heard of this podcast before. And that's my fault. A couple of years ago, we launched with 4 episodes and then we petered out a little bit. And then last year, we relaunched with season 2, quote unquote, and came out with 5 episodes. And then we just got busy. I had started running paid ads. So Functional Lawyer was busier than ever. And frankly, I just didn't give it the attention it deserved. But I'm excited now to really reach out and network and build a community here where you can be heard, where experts can bring their value to us. And frankly, I can learn from experts as well. So this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to show up consistency. That's my motto for 2026 is consistency. Consistency with this show, consistency with emails, and consistency showing up for my clients. So what's changing? Starting today, the Rattigan Roundtable will be coming out weekly, period. No excuses, no misses. We'll put a bunch in the bank or have them pre recorded so that if something happens, we'll always have a fallback. So here's what that's going to look like. You're going to get consistent weekly episodes, same day, every week. We'll bring in conversations with other people who are experts in their field or have something to teach us. And it won't just be theory, but people who are in it, both from the tactical how to's, but also it's more of the mindset and personal growth that we all love and struggle with at the same time. So it'll be physicians building their practices, founders of other companies regulating, navigating regulatory gray areas, or just navigating how to run a business in the first place, and operators who figured out how to build something sustainable without sacrificing their own sanity. You'll hear some solo episodes from me, some lessons from legal, from incubating practices through Origins Incubator, and some of the systems that tie all of it together. Now, here's the part I want you to really hear. We're not just rebranding for some sort of, I didn't want to have my name on this podcast for a long time. And it's not about me. It never was. It's about the experts. It's about the round table, bringing everyone together, doing it right. So, what's staying the same? Well, we'll still gather from outside sources, thoughtful, practical, grounded, no hype, no fluff. If you care about building professional practice that actually works, not just clinically, but legally and financially, you're in the right place. If you're trying to do it the right way, this is for you. And if you want to think more clearly about your work, leverage your time better, build something that lasts longer than a couple of episodes, then pull up a chair, and we're glad to have you. So, welcome to the Rattigan Roundtable. If you're already a subscriber, great, welcome back. If you've never heard of us before, hi, this is what we're doing. And if you're new here and it's the first episode you're hearing, I'm glad you found this at the beginning of this relaunch, not in the middle, the beginning of what this show is becoming. So hope you'll stick around, consider subscribing if we offer you value, and let's get to it. New episodes drop weekly starting now. See you soon.